Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going a little bit off the cuff. We're here to film me some videos, got the studio all set up, the computer, doing some research. Got my assistant over there sleeping, you know, like all good assistants do. But I want to talk about something very simple. It's called the Pint Method. Now, if you've never heard of the Pint Method, it's just a simple method for you to keep in mind when dealing with your credit cards. So we're just going to dive into it real quickly, and then I just hope this short video can bring you some value. So we're going to start off with P for the Pint Method. So P stands for payment history. You should first generally pay all your stuff on time. If you can't pay your stuff on time, make minimum payments. At least the minimum statement balance, pay that off. That way it doesn't go into a missed payment and eventually turn into a derogatory mark, which is something you don't want because it could stay on your credit report for a very long time. So P stands for payment history. I stands for increases. Now, whether it's a credit line or more extra credit cards, it doesn't matter. So let's say if you're going to do a credit card route, every 6 to 8 months you should apply for 1 or 2 new credit cards, because that way, you know, if you're a credit card churner, you can also always accumulate points, or you can also increase the amount of total accounts that you have. Or if you don't want to apply for a new credit card, call up your creditor and ask them for a credit line increase. So say you have, let's say you have a credit line of $1,000, all right? You call your creditor up and you be like, hey, you know, I've been paying my bill on time for the past 6 to 8 months. You know, I've been a loyal customer, blah, blah, blah. Do you think you can increase my credit line for 30% more of what I actually have? You know, whatever it is. So that would help you lower your credit utilization. It'll make you look better in the eyes of the creditors because you have more credit line to actually play with, so it just makes you look more responsible. But you should try to do this every 6 to 8 months. Now, with that falling into the third letter, N in pint, is never overutilized, meaning that you should never overutilize your credit limit. So the general rule of thumb is 30%, but I personally like to keep it between 8 to 10%. It's really up to you, but for the most part, as a general rule of thumb, don't pass 30%. That's very key. So if you have $1,000 credit line, you should use only $300 of it and pay it off. If you have a $100 credit line, you should use $300. You know, I'm sorry. If you have a $100 credit line, you should use only $30. Vice versa, you know, so it works both ways. So never overutilize your credit line. And number 4, the T is time. Time, guys. There's no secret sauce, all right? There's no secret hack that you can do so that tomorrow you can have an 850 credit score, all right? So there's nothing. You have to take your time. Remember, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a game that you're gonna play for the rest of your life. Like, a lot of people, they want to learn useless stuff, like useless things that not gonna help them progress in life. You need to learn this stuff so that you can take advantage and you can make your friends jealous with all the stuff that you're gonna get. Because once you have better credit score, you have better interest rates, you have better loans, you have better credit cards, they give you better rewards. Like, cash is no longer king. Credit is king now. It's 2019. Things have changed, all right? So remember that. P-I-N-T, payment, increases, never overutilize, and time. The 4 secrets to remember when you're dealing with your credit cards. All right, guys, have a good day.